Hello, welcome back. Rorke's Drift. Here we go. This is wave 2, another 150 Zulus. We have a horn here of 50 over there at that horn, and 50 at that horn. Let's start the game. I'll stop talking. All right. Wow. As you remember, this is a night turn. The British would normally be firing on 5 or 6s instead of 4, 5, or 6s, but we have a fire. So for this entire wave, they're still firing at 4, 5, or 6s. However, they're only going to get 2 figures back at the end of this wave instead of 4. The British have decided a few things. I'm going to talk for a moment. We abandoned the crawl. Fortified one line a bit more. We do not have a flying column this time. I'm just going to pray that we can fire well enough as the British to hold the Zulus off. And of course, these Zulu warriors are extremely brave, defending their homeland to drive this British army out. Frederick Sheese is still alive. Pip the dog is missing. Hopefully when we play this next week at Walt Leach's house, he will have a small 54mm dog I can borrow. I can't find Pip. The only specialty character that has been wounded is Bromhead. He has taken 1 wound. And let's start the game. Okay, right now we're at the British movement phase, and they rolled 6 for 6 inches. I'm really happy how I set the British up. This is their setup phase, so we're just going to move on. The British are done moving. Let's see how the Zulus do. All right, here we go. Wave 2 for Zulus. Well, they're going to pick the 6 and the 4. The Zulus have 10 inches of movement. Something like to say on this game, I have another wave after this one. It's 6 p.m. now. I figure I'll be playing this till, I don't know, 8, 9 o'clock. I'm not sure. So I may not get to wave 3 on the 21st of January. It may happen on Sunday morning, January 22nd. If anyone can comment anything special about that day, please do. I'm going to go ahead and move the Zulus and come back to you. All right, well, I've moved the Zulus. The hospital area barricades are being attacked. They will get meleeed there. You can't see it, but on the side, the right side of the smoke, we have Zulus that have made enough movement to get to there. The far left flank, the Zulus did not have enough movement, so they're going to get shot up a bit. I'm going to move the camera angle. Hold on, everybody. Alright, so this is the side with the hospital. Commissary Dalton's still alive. It's, all my specialty characters take 2 points to die. I'm going to have to start using them to take wounds. Now, the tents have been struck. You'll see they're all flat now. No movement issues. And we're going to go ahead and resolve our British firing. I hope you're enjoying this Rorke's Drift Wave 2 video, by the way. Leave comments and subscribe. Alright, let's pause the camera and come back to the results of the British firing. Hey, welcome back. Well, the British have fired. The Zulus on the heights have fired. The Zulus on the heights cannot fire down because it's dark. This is the night turn. The British have enough light, though, to fire with their 4, 5, or 6 because of the hospital on fire. The British were able to kill 33 Zulus in this first wave. So of 120, they got to do that a couple more times to break the morale again. We only have a couple melees, and one is right here. So let me grab my dice. I'll go ahead and resolve this. And for the heck of it, I've been I haven't really been doing a lot of combat rolling, so I won't bore you all. But we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figures, and the Zulus need a 5 or a 6. And I'm going to say that wasn't a leaner, that was a 4. So they lost one soldier there. One Brit bit the dust. All right, I'm going to pause the camera and go to the other side. All right, our Zulus here managed to get up to here. We're going to say to this point on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we do have enough Zulus. We have 9 6-sided dice. Rolling the olds, and we need 5 or 6s. Well, the Zulus did well. 4 6s. All right. Well, that really hurt. Okay, and we have no other hand-to-hand combat. Those 2 Zulus didn't have enough movement to get up there. Let's pause the camera. All right, we've done all our Zulu melee, our musket fire. I checked my rules, so double checked on the storehouse and the hospital rule for fire. It's every turn, boxcars, not snake eyes, and it doesn't matter if there's a Zulu there or not. That was from another rule system. So let's see if we get boxcars. We get a 7. Okay, the storehouse with Surgeon Major Reynolds there, working on the wounded. He'll be carrying 2 fellas later on, as long as that doesn't go up in smoke. All right, well, I think we are done with turn 1 of wave 2. I'm going to pause the camera. Please leave comments, and we'll come back to the next wave. Excuse me, it's not wave, it would be a turn. So we're in wave 2, going into turn 2. All right, we have to roll some British dice. Wow. So the British can move 10 inches. They are really motivated. I have a couple areas that are a little weak. I'm a little concerned about Frederick Sheese of the Nadell Native Mounted Police, if he's going to be able to hold up. And I'm not letting Frederick Sheese move more than 6 inches no matter what. He may be in that courtyard defending it alone. Trying to decide about bailing out of there or not. But I think they'll decide to hold. So I'm going to move these British soldiers 10 inches and come back to you. Welcome back. I've moved my British troops, and I pulled several figures off the line on this wall in a couple places. I'm heading them over to the wagon wall. It's getting thin over there, and I'm very concerned that the Zulus will break through there. All right, let's have the Zulus move. All right, I wanted to get a view of how weak my line is over here. There's a good chance that these Zulus with a good batch of 5 and 6s could go over this wall. I got to roll the Zulu movement. The Zulus rolled well, 6, 5, and 5, so they can go 11 inches. They pick 2 best of 3. I'm going to set the camera up at the edge of the table and start moving Zulus. When we come back, we'll have Zulus everywhere. 11 inches will do pretty good. Wow, the Zulus are hitting all the walls, and as you can see, the British are going to fire, and if I don't roll a lot of 4, 5, or 6s, we're going to have a problem. And these Zulu warriors are fierce, and they're defending their homeland. Let's see what happens next. Stay tuned. When I come back, we'll have the Zulu removed, and we'll take a break from that point, and then we'll do the Zulu stabbing. All right, well, we are back from the British firing, and they shot up another batch of Zulus. We're at 80 dead Zulus. We need, I think, 60 more. The British fire is still doing well, but they just, I don't know if I should have left the men on the line, and you know, I pulled them off the line to move them around. Very concerned about that right there. When we come back, the Zulus are now going to be stabbing. So let's see how they do. Well, welcome back. The Zulus really put some holes in the line. All right. And we're 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 Zulus from breaking their morale. I also need to roll really good and get these figures moved around better, or I'm going to have a problem, and I'm really worried still about the hospital melee bag area here. Well, I'm going to go ahead and roll the movement dice for our British soldiers. Here we go. 8. We rolled an 8. I rolled that out there like that. I'll pause the camera, grab the dice. Alright everybody, I hope you're enjoying my video. I'm going to go ahead and move our British 8 inches, and I got to try to shore up that line, and it costs 3 inches across the melee wall. Frederick Sheese can only move 6 inches. I'm going to spread out this hospital compound, but I'm really considering abandoning it soon. But I don't think our Medal of Honor winner Frederick Sheese will make it if I do that. Alright, I'm going to pause the camera. By the way, it's supposed to be a night turn, night wave. Welcome back everybody. Well, this is where we're at. I've pulled that line back. We're going to try to get into the main compound. I think we're going to slowly fall back to the storehouse area and the Great Redoubt. The Great Redoubt and the storehouse, you only can get stabbed by a D6. So let's have the Zulus move, and if the Zulus roll a poor movement roll here, it will actually save the British. There's a 2, a 2, and a 2. So their maximum movement is 4 inches this turn. That is extremely lucky for the Brits. Alright, my Zulus have moved, and way over the far storehouse melee bag area, 3 Zulus made it, got 3 Brits there. So if the British can kill off another 60 or so Zulus, but these are tough Zulus, so we'll see what happens. We're going to go ahead and have our British fire, and then our Zulus will do their stabbing. Stay tuned. Alright, our British are fired. They need to kill off 40 more Zulus. This is where that bad Zulu die roll really saved them, with only moving 4 inches. They couldn't go in and melee those British at the 4, 5, or 6 ability. So, we're going to have the Zulus stab. This could be pretty nasty. I think if the Zulus do well here, it's going to be a tough thing to get to wave 3. Let's see what happens. I'll come back to you so you won't get bored me rolling a ton of dice. Welcome back everyone. Our Zulus did their stabbing, and some areas they didn't do well. There they rolled 6 kills right by that water cart. It looks really bad. The line is quite thin in several areas. The British need to kill 40 more Zulus and their morale will be broken. So, let's go and... oh, before we go to the next turn, we have to roll the old boxcars. Let's see if boxcars are rolled. Uh-oh. We have 1 6 and a 3. The storehouse and Surgeon Major Reynolds is still in there working. And someone commented in the last video they liked how I struck the tents and put cotton down to represent them down on the ground. Alright, our British have to move. We got 5 inches. 5 inches of movement this time. All right, we're going to pause the camera and go ahead and move 5 inches. Wow. Our British have moved. No, I forgot to move my flying column in the center. Hold on. Okay, now everyone has moved. Let's roll our Zulu movement. Our 3 dice for the Zulus. And they rolled really bad again. 6 inches. All right, let's go ahead and move these Zulus. All right, well, our Zulus have moved. We're going to do our British shooting. Now we need to kill off about 40 more Zulus. But as you can see, in that corner, we have one heck of a problem going on. So, let's see how we do. These Zulus are tough. They're, I don't know if we're going to make it to wave 3. It's going to be really interesting. This next 2 turns of shooting is going to make or break this game. Alright, our British are like 22 Zulus away from driving them off. We got 3 Zulu attacks here with 1-6. We lost 1 figure. We got 2 Zulus here. No hits. 4 figures there. Oh, wow. 3 kills. Well, we have a specialty figure is down. It's 2. Frederick Schiess, the Natal Mounted Police. He's taken 1 wound. And Bromhead has taken another wound. 1 more will kill him. He gets 3 wounds. Okay, let's see how the Zulus do on the other side. I'll stop the camera for this. I will resolve this melee quickly. 1, 2. 1 is dead. Another 2. 1 is dead. 3. Uh-oh. We have 3 stabs. And that's all the melee for the Zulus. Alright, we're going to test for fire for the storehouse. And we rolled a 4. So, going into the next turn, the British need to take out about 20 more Zulus, and they're going to wave 3. So, the British are going to move. We got a 4 and a 2. 6 inches. Alright, we'll pause the camera. I'll go ahead and move 6 inches. Alright, I moved the Brits the best I could with what I have left. The Zulus rolled 8 inches. Wow. They may not have enough oomph. They got 12 more figures and we're going into the next wave. Alright. I'm going to pause the camera and move the Zulus so you won't get bored. I hope you're enjoying Wave 2 of Rorke's Drift to Bill's History and Wargame World. Well, welcome back. I gotta change the camera angle. We have some Zulus that have broken through to the main compound. Hold on, everybody. Alright, didn't have enough figures here, so some of the Zulus have gone through. We're gonna do our British firing. They have to kill off about 14 more Zulus. But I don't know, the British firing has been, there's not so many British to fire. Alright, let's pause our video for this night turn that's got flames burning still. Well, everyone, I've completed the Zulu and British firing and Zulu stabbing. The Zulus have their morale broken. They have to fall back to wave 3. As far as the Surgeon Major Reynolds can bring back 2 figures. The building is not on fire. I can rearrange all the British as I want, and I have 2 figures left. Many of my specialty figures that take 2 or 3 hit points are all starting to take hit points, or losses. Bromhead is down taking 2. Chart is taking 1, so he can take another one. All right, I'm going to do a recap at the end of the table. All right, everyone. Well, we're going to go into turn wave 3. I'm going to take up all the Zulus. I'm going to set up the British. Leave some comments. I may not set up the British until Sunday morning. I've been playing this for hours. It's after 7 now. I'm thinking of putting everyone into the Great Redoubt area and biscuit boxes and just try to hold out there.
In the 100 years since the Victoria Cross,
don't forget, I get
valor and extreme
2 figures back
normally expected of a British soldier in face of the enemy.
from our wounded. Now, as far as these rules, you got to remember, this is Bill's basement, and I use 1 or 2 pages of beer and pretzel rules. I'm just about 60 years old, and the days of using complex stuff is done for me. And, you know, there's a time that sometimes wargaming, you just want to roll lots of dice. There's other times when you're playing maybe Napoleonics, you want something more detailed and realistic. But for this game, we're just using 2 pages of rules. And I hope you're enjoying watching this. So I'm going to close this out and prepare for wave 3, probably Sunday morning. Stay safe, be kind, be courteous. I hope you enjoy my crazy YouTube channel of 54mm wargaming, board war games, and historic sites with Goober the Traveling Bear. Thank you for watching.